Okay, welcome everybody to another league with Jund. Thought we'd give it a go. Fancy some Jund. I haven't seen a lot of it in the meta at the moment. I think it's being pushed out by other things, but still a favourite of mine. Pretty standard 60, I think. Gone 3 Thoughtseize, 3 Inquisition. It's quite a lot of Tron at the moment. Hence the Pillages in the sideboard and a Ghost Quarter, which has been good with Wrenn and Six. A couple of copies of Necromentia. There's a lot of Through the Reach about, so a reason for that. And then Weather the Storm historically had quite and some Collective Brutalities to deal with the historically quite challenging sort of prowess and burn matchups. So let's get into a league. Hope everyone's doing well. Please do consider subscribing to the channel if it's something you enjoy. Play a lot of mid-range content on this channel. So yeah, and if you've got any suggestions, comments, do drop me a note below. Okay, so we are on the play for round 1. I think we're going to keep this. It's weird, but we're on the play Inquisition into a Liliana. So it's the playing basic swamp over the possibility of drawing Wrenn and Six, but I think Wrenn and Six is probably, we've only got 3 in our deck, and I think it's more likely that we're against something like Burn. So okay, we're against Kanza, something we've been playing a little bit on this channel. Okay, so taking the Utopia Sprawl, obviously nice there. Okay, so we draw a Tarmogoyf, which is nice. We'll go ahead and fetch. Make this Tarmogoyf as big as possible. So we're going to want to get Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, drawing a Tarmogoyf is really good there. Inquisition, Tarmogoyf, Liliana, obviously the sort of thing we want to be doing. Okay, so what we do, okay, so that kind of makes up our mind. So I think we're just going to, yeah, we're going to play Peatland and then just play this Liliana. Tick up, get rid of a fetch land. A bit annoying to find another land off the top there. Okay, that makes our Goyf is pretty large, 4/5, out of Flame Slash range, which is the often the removal of choice out of this deck. I guess, possibly should have thought about Blood Moon a bit more. Yeah, definitely should have thought about Blood Moon a bit more than we did, because there it is. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Okay, yeah, probably. Well, I'm not sure we could have fetched Forest actually, given that we drew this. So, I think we're just keeping on attacking here. Our opponent could Bloodbraid Elf and kill Liliana, but yeah, not a lot we can do about that. Here's Bloodbraid Elf into Arbor Elf. Okay, sure. So you know there's a Khan, the Great Creator, in my opponent's hand. Wouldn't be surprised to see an attack on Liliana here. Okay, Thoughtseize is actually really good. So I think we're just going to play out. I think we're just going to go for everything here. Okay, yeah. So then we could. No, I think we're attacking. Our Liliana is not doing a great deal at the moment. Okay, our opponent chooses to not block. So this Tarmogoyf is a lethal attacker. So it turns out that Tarmogoyf was obviously a very good draw. It's done so much damage. So our opponent probably going to attack Liliana with the Bloodbraid, leaving the Arbor Elf back. But that does leave them dead to Lightning Bolt, Fatal Push. That's an annoying one. Okay, so we'll see a block here with Arbor Elf. Okay, so we'll try and remember in the next game to fetch out our basics. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer's rough. Yeah, making a token as well. Okay, we get basic forest is amazing. I think we're keeping attacking. I think we are kind of winning the race, although our opponent can eventually block with all of the Seasoned Pyromancer tokens. I'm taking 5 here. So I think we keep attacking here, but trouble is our opponent can make blockers, but we're not winning the game by not attacking. So we attack, my opponent makes 2 blockers. We take 3, 3, 3. I mean, they're going to do it at some point. Maybe we're meant to just wait. Yeah, maybe we're meant to sit back now, because there's so much tempo. If we attack there, my opponent just blocks with Seasoned Pyromancer, so they gain so much kind of, yeah. Wrenn and Six is fairly impactful here, kind of board stall. Pillaging our basic swamp is pretty rough. Okay, so we're really going to want to draw a forest now. Okay, so I think we're going to attack now because our opponent can't make the tokens in our turn. So if they want to do it next turn, they'll have to spend the entire turn doing it. Yeah, without this Blood Moon, we would have won this game a long time ago. Sadly, we couldn't have fetched really any better. So yeah, basic forest kind of wins us the game. Okay, Arbor Elf, and they're going to make the tokens. Okay, so that stops us attacking now. That's a very good draw. So I think we're going to attack. Yeah, we'll attack our opponent. Gonna make the tokens here. But yeah, Seasoned Pyromancer are a very good draw there. Something we can cast with the mana. Okay, so we'll cast that. And I think we're going to get rid of Wrenn and Six Bloodbraid Elf. If we find a forest, we're going to want to cast the, well, find a forest. Yeah, I think we're going to want to cast that. We don't find a forest, unfortunately. But yeah, that makes my opponent's attacks a lot harder. They do have a Wrenn and Six. Yeah, we wouldn't mind finding a Lightning Bolt. Another Seasoned Pyromancer is great. Obviously our opponent runs quite a lot of burn spells as well. Basic forest is really good for us. So yeah, we've got a few good draws. Basic Forest, another Seasoned Pyromancer, Lightning Bolt. They're all fine. So our opponent pings a elemental token with Wrenn and Six. Which isn't too surprising. Should really keep track of if my opponent has lands in hand. Oh, Stomp is yeah, that's a good hit for my opponent. Okay, are we blocking here? I think we are. Well, we have to now, yeah. So we're gonna the trouble with blocking here is we're dead to Wrenn and Six next turn. This way we're also still live now for a lightning bolt kill. Right, okay, so I think we're going to attack, make my opponent block with Bone Crusher, and then we can make tokens which can block. I think we've got to attack here. Any burn out of my opponent's hand, we're pretty dead to anyway. Okay, so we're at 3. We've got a Seasoned Pyromancer in the yard. We don't want to do it before combat because we don't want to get got by Wrenn and Six. But lots of draws here that win the game for my opponent. Lightning Bolt, Stomp, Bloodbraid Elf. Okay, shooting me. Found a Stomp. They may just not attack. Okay, so we'll make some tokens here. So we could double block the elf. We could double block the elf, kill it. Is that better? So we double block, but then my opponent has lethal next turn anyway. I think we're going to double block. Then we get rid of another creature on the attack. I think we're so far behind. I think we don't want to block, so that if we draw basic forest, we've got more outs. Difficult one, this. I think we just chump here. I don't think it doesn't make a difference really to the... This Blood Moon really hurting us. Looks like my opponents... Okay, they found another Blood Moon, that's fine. Okay, so we've got some really good draws here. Yeah, that's not one of them. So yeah, now we are actually dead here if my opponent plays correctly. I mean, if they go for it. They know we haven't got double lightning bolt. Yeah, pinging us, and then an attack for lethal potentially. No attacks. Okay, they're playing it safe. We find Kroxa. Yeah, opponent deciding it's safer this way. Yeah, that Blood Moon really hurt us there. Yep. Sadly, that gets there. Yeah, without that Blood Moon, we would have been pretty good. But yeah, can't really say that, I suppose. Okay, so we're gonna want Kalitas. I think this is pretty mid-range, so I don't think Inquisition of Thoughtseize. They're kind of a weird one here because it is a mid-range match, but they've got so much like Khan and Blood Moon that we need to deal with. But I think it is mid-range mostly. We're going to want to keep Thoughtseize in. I think we want to bring Plague Engineer in, and then I think we'll just cut the Inquisitions. Spellbomb doesn't really do anything. Pillage is interesting because they do run artifacts from their Khan board. I think we'll just go with this and hope. Yeah, we're going to want to fetch basic forest at our earliest convenience. Okay, be on the play here. Yeah, I think we'll keep. We want to find a land off the top, but Thoughtseize into Tarmogoyf into Liliana again is too good to pass up, I think. With potential for. So they have got a Blood Moon. They have got. Oh, they've got a lot of stuff. So we could take the Utopia Sprawl. Obviously, Klothys is pretty brutal as well for us. But I think we have to take Blood Moon after it locked us out last game, and then we need to hope to find a land. Would really like to find a, well, I suppose a fetch land. The trouble is, it yeah, we need a black source to play Liliana, but we also want to fetch basic forest. Okay, so our opponent went Forest, Utopia Sprawl. Like a turn 2 Klothys against us is also really good. If this is Blood Moon, we're in serious trouble again. It is Klothys, so we really want a land off the top here. Another Thoughtseize, eh? I think we're just going to Thoughtseize, actually, thinking about it. Need to take that Arasta. Yeah, we can't let that live. We haven't actually got any way of killing it at the moment. Liliana aside, but we need to get Liliana down, really. So yeah, we're going to want to find a. We're going to need to find a land. Found. We know they've got an Arbor Elf in hand, so they know that they've got Stomping Ground 1 unknown. Oh, yeah, that's really brutal for us. Okay, that's good though. We'll attack here. I think we're just going to fetch basic forest. Play this Goyf. They've got a chance to kind of aggro my opponent out. We've got this Lightning Bolt, we've got a Bloodbraid Elf, we've got 2 4/5s on the field, although my opponent will exile the Arasta. No, they exile the Thoughtseize. If they get rid of this Arasta, it shrinks our Goyf by 2. Okay, opponent's got Wrenn and Six. Play a Stomping Ground. Pinging us. Okay, so we wouldn't mind hitting land really, especially if they're painless. So I think we're just having to attack with all. So we attack for 4, for 8. My opponent. This really hasn't gone well. Yeah, we're kind of stuck on lands as well, which isn't great. So the question is, do we Lightning Bolt Wrenn and Six? I don't think so. Although it makes the Goyfs bigger. Possibly should have done that pre-combat. We'll let my opponent choose what they're going to exile with Klothys, and then they do go up to 15 though. They're getting rid of Thoughtseize again. Okay, our opponent is hitting us with Wrenn and Six. So we're attacking for 8. Actually, I think here, so we're going to attack. Although if we bolt Wrenn and Six now, that yeah, we'll attack for 10, won't we? Yeah, okay. Oh, actually, there's 6 7s because it puts an instant in the graveyard as well. Oh, Wrenn and Six is nice. Okay, so we'll attack with everything here. Annoyingly, if we bolted pre-combat, we might have won. So yeah, I think we're just getting we'll get an Overgrown Tomb back, and we'll play it tapped. Obviously, we're dead to a few bits here. We are dead to Lightning Bolt, Bloodbraid Elf. Yeah, Lightning Bolt, Bloodbraid Elf. I think that's possibly it. Okay, our opponent must have drawn a blank. Okay, so we do get there on that one. So Tarmogoyf really good there. That Thoughtseize was so required. I think I'm not going to bring in Kalitas for an extra Inquisition. And then Fatal Push. Is the Fatal Push doing us any favours? Yeah, it probably is actually for a turn 1 Arbor Elf. So yeah, let's go with that. Try and fetch around the Blood Moon again. Okay, this hand is interesting. It's got 2 discard spells in it. So yeah, I'm not sure about this one. It is. If we find a land for Wrenn and Six, we are on the draw. It's the trouble. But it's got a basic swamp. I think we're going to keep. I think we're going to keep this. Kroxa could be good at some point. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, obviously being on the... oh, my opponent has skipped through their turn. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, that's really devastating. Happens sometimes. You just get got by Modo. What are we going to take here? I think it's just Seasoned Pyromancer. We don't care massively about Kitchen Finks. Okay. Oh, possibly should have led with Blood Crypt there. So yeah, I think we're happy enough playing Kroxa here. Yeah, that's obviously really unfortunate for my opponent. We maybe should have played a different land there. Although that kind of bails us out because we can go Thoughtseize, Wrenn and Six. Opponent's got some good stuff. I think we're going to take the Pillage. We might live to regret that. Oh yeah, we definitely shouldn't have taken... Oh, I'm not playing very well today. We definitely shouldn't have taken Pillage because we've got Wrenn and Six. Abrupt Decay not really doing us any favours there. I mean, it's insurance against a Blood Moon, I suppose. Oh, our opponent finds a fourth land. Yeah, this could be tricky because this is probably going to be a Chandra. Oh no, it's Bloodbraid Elf. There's a Blood Moon. Okay, so we get to deal with that. With Abrupt Decay. And then we have got an answer to Bloodbraid Elf in this Fatal Push. Drawing lands is not great. We'll tick up. Hope to be able to cast Kroxa next turn. My opponent kills Wrenn and Six and we push Bloodbraid Elf. But then they do have a Chandra Torch of Defiance. Which I imagine is getting cast here. Unless they drew another Blood Moon, which would be pretty rough. Yeah, here's Chandra. Wrenn and Six. They can't play that one, fortunately. There's an Arbor Elf. Okay, so we'll go ahead and push the Bloodbraid Elf here. Okay, so finding basic forest isn't too bad. Hopefully this Kroxa can do work. So yeah, we've got some really good draws now as well. Bloodbraid Elf, well, any of our heavy hitters really. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna really need to find something good. So we need to find something that, I mean, that's not that good at the moment. I think we're gonna tick. well, my opponent's going to get to kill it anyway. Do we just tick down? Get my opponent to sacrifice a creature? I think we do. Let's use it as a very expensive kill spell for an elemental here. Because my opponent's going to get to kill this anyway. Yeah, this is... we've drawn a lot of lands, and that lightning bolt from my opponent was very well timed. Oh, Bone Crusher Giant as well. Don't know what gets us out of this now. Really. Sadly. Bloodbraid Elf. Oh, not more Bloodstained Mire certainly doesn't get us out of this. I think we just lose this one now. You know, our opponent has drawn very well. We've drawn mostly lands. Actually, I think, are we just dead to that lightning bolt at 6? Yeah, we're just dead. Okay, that was unfortunate. Don't think we drew many actual spells there. You know, we certainly made a land drop every turn. Opponent managed to recover from missing. I probably made a mistake and should have Thoughtseize that Chandra. What did I Thoughtseize instead? Oh, the Pillage. Yeah, certainly with Wrenn and Six out, and then we flooded out. But yeah, that's the way it goes. Got kind of got by Blood Moon, and then yeah, just got outdrawn and slight mistake, and yeah, it didn't go our way. So see you again for round 2. Okay, let's get into round number 2. We'll be on the draw here. I think we're gonna... that basic forest is a bit awkward. Well, I think we're gonna mulligan this. It's close. That's much better. And we'll bottom the ravine, I think, here. We are going to take a lot of damage from our lands. Hopefully we're not against anything too aggressive. Okay. Tron. So we'll go and get Blood Crypt. Thoughtseize, Wrenn and Six, Liliana. Obviously pretty good against a lot of decks, but less so against Tron. So I'm going to take the Sylvan Scrying. If they find a sphere or a star, guarantees they hit the land, whereas Ancient Stirrings. Another Thoughtseize is interesting, but I think we want to I just want to get this Wrenn and Six down, guarantee a Liliana next turn. So yeah, we're going to try and make this a Liliana game now. Okay, our opponent hasn't found a land at all. So I think we'll just grab a swamp here. Play this Liliana, tick up. We'll obviously ditch a land because we can get it back with Wrenn and Six. Okay, opponent loses Dismember. Okay, so opponent has missed a land drop again. So let's buy back a land. Tick up Liliana. Gonna just try and okay, opponent loses a Wormcoil Engine, so we'll Thoughtseize as well. Okay, so I think we're just gonna take, I think it's just Ugin here. Like, that is a way back into this from my opponent. don't think we're going to use the Kolaghan's command yet. So actually, yeah, I'm going to go and grab a... I'm going to ditch this forest. So get rid of the stirrings. Yeah, we want to play a land there in case we draw a Kroxa. Okay. So they find stirrings. And they find the mine. So yeah, now we're going to Kolaghan's command my opponent. And I think bolt them as well. Okay, okay, so yeah, okay, so we, so I think we'll tick up. Oh no, hold on, because we draw another Wrenn and Six, so we can go get an emblem, play Wrenn and Six, and then we can Kolaghan's command every turn. We can Kolaghan's command in my opponent's draw step now every turn, and they can never draw cards. Kolaghan's command. So opponent, yep, opponent. Yeah, so because we've got this emblem and we've got another Wrenn and Six, we just keep getting, we get a land back every turn, which allows us to cast Kolaghan's command from the graveyard every turn. And we can do it in our opponent's draw steps. They can never, they can cast instants, but there's not too many instants in the Tron deck. So we get their game one against Tron, which is obviously very nice. So bringing in Ghost Quarter and all of the Pillage and probably Necromentia as well. Lightning Bolt doesn't do anything really. Neither does Fatal Push. Abrupt Decay is okay. It hits Oblivion Stone, hits a map. Terminate we'll get rid of. Although, is there anything we want more? What do we want? Collective Brutality is not really any good. Plague Engineer is not really any good. So I think we'll just keep a Lightning Bolt in. One of. Not too bad. So opponent has mulliganed. So this hand is good if my opponent does not hit turn 3 Tron. If they do, I think we'll. I think we're going to risk it. We've got a couple of looks at a Thoughtseize, which is what we really want. Okay, so that is a Tron land. Pass the turn. Okay, that's good for us, because now we're going to get to pillage a Tron land. I mean, it's not, obviously this isn't game over, you need a clock, so now we really want to draw something like a Tarmogoyf. Kroxa's not actually too bad. We'll play the Kroxa. Gets my opponent discarding cards. So they discard a Khan, so they are on the Khan version. That may indicate that they are running, that they have a second Khan in the graveyard. Okay, so opponent finds another Urza's Mine. So how risky do we want to be here? So the very risky is, so we're either playing Pillage or we're playing Liliana. We know that our opponent has found 2 copies of Urza's Mine. So if they found Tron, we could pillage here. Yeah, let's just pillage the tower. Get it gone. So find another tower. And a map. Actually, that's not too bad because we now use Kolaghan's command. So, target player discards a card, destroy target artifact. Really wouldn't have minded a 1 mana discard there. So, yeah, so we don't know anything about my opponent's hand. This is turn 5. Okay, so I haven't found a land, which is obviously good for us. We'll go and grab an Overgrown Tomb. Okay, so a land out here is actually pretty good. Ooh, so we can play Kroxa. Is Kroxa better than the other stuff we could be doing? So we've got choices here. We could play Tarmogoyf, play Liliana. We do have to then discard one of these, or we could just play. If we play Kroxa, I think I'm going to play Tarmogoyf for Liliana. It uses our mana more efficiently here. And we can actually buy back Seasoned Pyromancer with Kolaghan's command, which is nice. And getting a couple of threats out in case my opponent finds Khan liberated or something. Okay, that is Ancient Stirrings. Does find the power, the missing Tron piece. 7 mana. Is it Khan liberated? Yeah, Wormcoil Engine's pretty good. Okay, so I think we'll play Wrenn and Six. We can actually do a lot here. Kolaghan's command, destroy. So we've got choices, obviously. So we could we're going to Kolaghan's command. So actually, I think what we do is we tick up, buy back a land, and then we plus Liliana, discard the land, gets a Khan liberated out of hand, and then we're going to Kolaghan's command in my opponent's draw step. I mean, we do get blown out by Veil of Summer this way, but so we're going to target player discards a card, destroy Wormcoil Engine, and this way Wormcoil Engine can't attack this turn. Okay, opponent only found the land. Okay, so we're not doing too badly now. So we'll play a Raging Ravine. Tick up Liliana so that she's on 6 next turn, ready to ultimate. Get back a land, and now so yeah, I think we're just going to play Kroxa from the graveyard. Or we could make some tokens. Let's play Kroxa, I think. Black, black, red, red. And we're going to want to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to want to keep... that's difficult, actually. Because we kind of want to keep stuff in the graveyard. We only want to keep... I guess we only want to keep Kolaghan's Command, really. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're just sitting back and blocking here. We're taking more of a controlling role. Our opponent could find Ugin or Oblivion Stone. Okay, they find Blast Zone, but that's fine. We're gonna ultimate Liliana next turn. They are gonna go for a Blast Zone on 2. So it's blocking here. This does get rid of both worms as well, which is pretty good. That's a good draw. So we're just going to ultimate. I'm pretty sure we ultimate here. Okay, and we win. Okay, good to get one over on Tron there. I think we navigated that pretty well. I think we got a little bit fortunate as well. Drawing loads of Kolaghan's commands, and we made both games about Liliana. So maybe that's the real key to this, is just winning the game with Planeswalkers. But yeah, definitely good to get there versus Tron. See you for round number 3. Okay, round number 3. Going to be on the play here. We're going to keep this hand. So here it's tempting to fetch Shock, seeing as we've got this Wrenn and Six. But given that we've took this Tarmogoyf and another Inquisition to play on and another discard effect to play on 2, maybe we should be thinking about just playing the Swamp. I think we'll do this. We'll go and get needs to be green black, I guess. That's pay 2 life, yes. And we'll Inquisition here. Okay, so there's a lot. Oh crikey, that's a lot of discard and a lot of smallpoxes. So there's no point in taking. Three copies of Smallpox and 2 copies of Thoughtseize. So my opponent's going to Thoughtseize. Then I'd imagine I'm going to take a Smallpox here. If we draw another discard spell, we might be able to take both of the other Smallpoxes. Okay, Swamp, Thoughtseize. I would imagine they take Wrenn and Six here. Yeah, because in theory next turn they'll be able to Smallpox a Goyf. Okay, so here there's no point in playing the Goyf, because all that happens is my opponent Smallpoxes and we get hit even worse by it. So we've got to Terminate for this Stark Confidant. I think we might just take this Thoughtseize. Or do we take another smallpox? I'm going to take this Thoughtseize, I think. And we can terminate the Dark Confidant if they go for that. Yeah, I'm going to take the Thoughtseize and play a Swamp pass. Okay, so opponent's going to play Urborg. Will they smallpox us? No, they play Bob, which is okay. So drawing lands isn't bad here. So yeah, we're gonna kill Bob right away. Just go and grab Mountain here. So opponent probably on black-white smallpox. Okay, Inquisition. Okay, we're going to play the land out. I think we want to get lands, really. Given my opponent is got a land destruction strategy going on. We want to start making the land drops, trying to you know, get my opponent out of, if we can get my opponent out of you know, at the moment if they pass smallpox they go down to one land, which isn't obviously great for them. We're going to get a Stomping Ground here so we can play Kroxa. Okay, so we'd like to find any sort of action is fine. Kroxa, Goyf, Bloodbraid Elf, Liliana. Yeah, Planeswalker is really good. Wrenn and Six really good. Lightning Bolt not the best. So this could be black, white. It's usually white running. Ooh, Liliana of the Veil. That's a problem for us. So we're going to get rid of push here. Because Lightning Bolt can at least go at Liliana. Raging Ravine is a fine draw. Bloodbraid Elf is the best, as it often is. Foothills. So I think we're just going to hold on to that to discard to Liliana. Yeah, really need to draw some action here. Wrench Mine discards 2 cards. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and bolt this Liliana. Puts Liliana to 1. Okay, Raging Ravine's pretty good. Because it's able to attack Liliana. I mean, opponent probably is running Fatal Push. Smallpox. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the Mountain here, I think. So yeah, opponent doing that so we can potentially not activate Raging Ravine. So here we're happy with an untapped land. We're happy with a few bits here. Happy with the Lightning Bolt, Abrupt Decay, Maelstrom Pulse, all fine. untapped land, as I say. Opponents found all their smallpoxes, I think. Oh, that's possibly the worst draw in our deck there. Okay, opponent finds a land. Okay, opponent is attacking with Mutavault. So yeah, we're really going to want to find something here. Yeah, Wrenn and Six is pretty good actually, because we can then play our we can then attack with Raging Ravine next turn. Okay, opponent's found another land. I would imagine they might... No, they're not going to block. Attacking us. Okay, Goyf. Yeah, we're not going to play that because it just gets got by Liliana. Although we are going to have to discard. Oh no, we can ping. Oh yeah, ping Liliana. Okay, so now I think we're ahead. Well, we're definitely ahead. Depends what my opponent draws. Okay, so we'd have to discard that, but that's fine. Raging Ravine is going to start bringing the beats here. Okay, opponent attacking us. Yeah, that's a good draw. That's a very good draw actually. So yeah, we'll play that. Okay, we hit 2 lands, which obviously isn't amazing. Just tick up, grab a Wooded Foothills, let's play a Blood Crypt tapped, and pass the turn. Probably hold on to the rest of these lands. Raven's Crime's an interesting one. Wonder if that's good with Wrenn and Six. I think I've seen Ray Duke play that before. Opponent flooding out. Can't imagine we'll see an attack now. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, so discard not what we would really want to be doing here, I don't think. That said, what do we want? So we didn't actually see any white from my opponent. And Raven's Crime, could it be 8 rack instead? But we didn't see any of the rack effect either. So maybe we do want discard. Maybe we'll leave in the Inquisitions. Let's bring in Kalitas, Plague Engineer, and then could bring in Ghost Quarter to have another land for smallpox. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, this is fine. Like, having lots of lands isn't actually too bad here. So I think we're going to lead on. Might not matter. Okay, so it is the 8 rat kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, we're going to lead on Blackcleave Cliffs. Normally I'd want to play the tap land, but here we're gonna, if my opponent goes Dark Confidant, Just seen today that 8-rat got a potential new spoiled card in the... It's like a creature with him to Torark if you kick it, which might be interesting. Okay, and the rack. Okay, so sure. So I guess my opponent does not want us drawing cards with Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, more lands isn't exactly what we want. Not seen a 8-rack in a long time. So yeah, we're going to want to try and beat down as kind of quickly as possible. I guess if we get Liliana here, we're in trouble. Could be a fatal push. Okay, so we'll discard the fetch land. Okay, another Goyf is pretty nice. Attack for 3. And we're going to play another Goyf. It could be that we possibly should have held up a land there. So opponent might be short on lands to play Liliana. Notably they still are if they've got Mutavault here. There's a Bob. Okay, so that needs to die immediately. We do not want my opponent drawing cards. Okay, so I think we'll attack here. See if my opponent wants to block. And then before damage we'll cast this because it will boost our Tarmogoyfs by putting an instant in the graveyard. And then, what's this? Is this like 3 minus the number of cards? 1 or fewer. Okay. I mean, my opponent is potentially dead next turn. So actually I think we're going to play the land. We'll take a damage from the rack, but given that my opponent is at 9, the ability to attack for damage with Raging Ravine is nice here. That is a Liliana of the Veil. Sacrifice a Tarmogoyf, but then we do get to put my opponent... Beginning of each opponent. Okay, sure. So we find Liliana. But yeah, I think here we're just going to attack with Raging Ravine. Yeah, no real point in attacking Liliana here. And we'll just hold on to the rest of my stuff. I guess my opponent can block with Mutavaults for a while. Okay. That's pretty good. That's very good actually. That's an excellent top deck from my opponent. Although notably still dead to a... Oh, each player loses 1 life. Okay, sure. I forgot about the lose life part. Okay, good to get a win versus 8-rack there. See you again for the next round. Okay, round number 4 will be on the play again. Sadly that's a no-lander that we have to mulligan. That's much better. So we'll keep this, and I think we'll bottom... We've got 3 lands, so we could get rid of a land. Let's get rid of a land. That's a bit risky, but... So Inquisition first. See what my opponent's got. So I got a path, and double mana leak. Sure, okay, so we'll take the path here, I think. Yeah. Good to be on the play against mana leak. Because yeah, now we're going to play this. Ooh. What would we rather do? I think we're going to... yeah, I think we're going to play the Wrenn and Six here. I think against control we'd rather get the Planeswalker down. Yeah, we'd love to find a fetch land off the top. Okay, Forest, Island, Mountains. This is like a 4-colour some sort of deck. There's Wrenn and Six as well? Okay. Okay, so Tomb's a good draw. So we'll shock that in. Play a Goyf. And then we'll Thoughtseize my opponent. Double mana leak. Sure, okay, so we'll take a mana leak and we'll tick up our Wrenn and Six. And then we will be attacking Wrenn and Six with Tarmogoyf, I think. Yeah, we're going to want to keep that down. Okay. Okay, so fetch sounds actually really good. We could... actually, I think we're going to sacrifice a land to draw a card. Okay, Lightning Bolt's pretty good. That grows the Goyf. Then we'll wonder if it's worth... no, I think we're just going to play a different land and pass and hold up Lightning Bolt. I think we're fine. We're going to bolt this Wrenn and Six at some point. Or are we? How much do we care about lightning bolting Wrenn and Six? No, I think we'll just attack Wrenn and Six. We could get our Wrenn and Six cryptic, which would be very, very annoying. Actually, I think I'm on board. Lightning bolting Wrenn and Six here. I think that's fine. I'm assuming my opponent won't mana leak. Grows the Goyf. My opponent could mana leak. No, they're deciding to let it go. Okay, so here we'll attack first. That's a big chunk of damage. Not really much point in... yeah, do we want to play out this Goyf? Don't think so. We'll wait until my opponent commit something more to the board, maybe. I'd imagine there has to be some sort of burn spell, yeah, something to deal with this Wrenn and Six. That's about to ultimate, but that is card disadvantage for my opponent. And we are, in theory, drawing 2 cards a turn. Yeah, Kroxa's a nice one there. So here, yeah, I think we're happy to get Bloodstained Mire here and play it, and then we'll play Kroxa. And then I think we're playing Tarmogoyf now. Yeah, I think we'll play this Tarmogoyf. It's probably going to get mana leaked, but that's a mana leak that's not available for Kroxa next turn. Yeah, this is why Wrenn and Six is so good in these. It's like my opponent has to deal with has to fight on 2 axes here. This could be a Jace or a Teferi. Looks like a Jace. It is Jace. Brainstorm. Okay. So I think we're going to have to attack Jace here. I think we're going to have to attack Jace because Jace is a way back into this for my opponent. Something like a Bloodbraid Elf would be nice. Abrupt Decay doesn't really do it for us. So yeah, I think we're just. Are we likely to want to? No, I don't think we're likely to want to ping Jace here. It's my opponent. Okay, so nothing. Okay, so Jace down. We'll play the Raging Ravine. Oh, annoyingly that doesn't let us play Kroxa. But we do have another threat on the field now. Omnath? Oh, Omnath would be annoying. Yeah, it is Omnath. They probably have a land, which means, yeah, they're going to gain loads of life here. Oh, that's rough. And they get to add mana. And if they have a something to put another land in, they'll deal loads of damage to our Wrenn and Six. Yeah, Teferi's pretty good. Can't respond to anything now. Oh, is this a Wrenn and Six as well? We really want something now that kills Omnath. So, oh, we can kill a lot of stuff here, so we'll ping Teferi. We'll decay Wrenn and Six. Let's play the Goyf to play around mana leak. We'll play a Peatland. We'll play a Kroxa from hand. Okay, opponent goes to 6. And then we'll decay Wrenn and Six. Obviously Wrenn and Six getting fetch lands is a big source of mana for and life for our opponent with this Omnath on the field. And then this turn we'll probably look to attack. What's this, Teferi? Yeah, that's pretty good. They're looking for lands, maybe. Yeah, Field of Ruin's a good one to hit. Deals with our Raging Ravine. We can buy it back with Wrenn and Six. Okay, Maelstrom Pulse is nice. Can we play Kroxa and Maelstrom Pulse? We can. So, So if we play Kroxa, and well, it might shrink the Goyf. We've got, what have we got that they haven't? Sorcery. So we can leave a sorcery in there. Okay, so that's essentially we want this Maelstrom Pulse to resolve. So we'll play this Kroxa first. We really... No, we're going to want to play a land, I think, first. Then go and... Yeah, getting a shock land is not ideal. But if my opponent has another path... I think we have enough lands at the moment. So now we'll play Kroxa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we didn't actually need to do that. Oh well. Here's Kroxa. So you know my opponent has gas in hand. So we're going to attack. We'll attack. I think we'll attack my opponent. Kind of bluffing bolt here. The plan was to Maelstrom Pulse this, but Snapcaster Mage is pretty bad for us. Okay, Field of Ruin, not too bad. Oh, they gain life. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so we'll tick this up, buy back Raging Ravine. And then I think we're going to try and pulse. We're just trying to run my opponent out of cards, really. Although, if this pulse resolves, do we want to resolve it against Omnath or Teferi? I think we actually want to kill Teferi here. We possibly should have attacked Teferi. Yeah, I think we made a little bit of an error there by not attacking Teferi with Tarmogoyf. Okay, but we get Teferi off the field. which is nice. We've got Kroxa in play. We've got a Wrenn and Six on 6. Okay, opponent plays a land. Path is pretty brutal here. They're going to attack. We haven't got a basic to find, unfortunately. So this looks like my opponent's going to attack. No attacks on Wrenn and Six. Okay, bolt's not bad. We'll crack this. Looking for. Oh, that's a good one. I think we'll play that now. Now that we don't think my opponent has a counter spell. So do you gain some life from that? Okay, attack with Tarmogoyf. Opponent goes to 8. So I'll play this Raging Ravine and pass the turn. Because then in theory, if my opponent has a lot of things to deal with here, they've got a Wrenn and Six, they've got a Tarmogoyf, they've got a Raging Ravine. You know, this Wrenn and Six is about to ultimate, which we just turbo ultimate here. No reason to bolt there, I don't think. There might be a cryptic here. Nope, so we're just going to emblem here. And then we'll attack with this Goyf, and then we can bolt my opponent 3 times. Which we'll do in response to anything else. Ooh, yeah, Force of Negation was a rough one there. So actually, yeah, we should have attacked with Raging Ravine as well. That would have just gotten bolted. Okay, so we're against control. So what don't we want? So Lightning Bolt, I think we want to keep 1 in, potentially. Abrupt Decay, it kills Teferi, but yeah, we're less worried. It does kill Wrenn and Six, yeah, I think we do want that. Pulse is good, Kolaghan's command is good. Pillage is interesting, as is Brutality. I think Ghost Quarter's got potential with Wrenn and Six, just because they run so... Brutality might not be bad. And then... Pillage probably is pretty good. Maybe we'll cut a bolt. Maybe Brutality is not good enough. Yeah, let's go something like that. Yeah, Ghost Quarter with Wrenn and Six, you can get a kind of lock going where you you repeatedly Ghost Quarter them every turn, and eventually they run out of basics. You know, against a greedy deck like this, that might be good. We're going to keep this. Not too bad. Obviously play a Raging Ravine first unless we find a discard spell. Do need to be a bit wary of Veil of Summer here. Okay. So here we're just going to lead on Tarmogoyf. We've got quite a lot of Tarmogoyfs. They're not actually that impactful. Actually, I've seen Reduke sometimes sides them out against control, which isn't the worst. Okay, so it gets spell snared, but we'd much rather get our Goyf spell snared than Wrenn and Six here. So Yeah, I mean, we're sort of waiting for our opponent to play something, and then we can... Okay, Inquisition's a good draw there. So I think here we'll play a land, and then we'll Inquisition, and then see what sort of counters we're dealing with. This could be Veil of Summer, which would be pretty rough. I think they would have just jammed if it was Veil of Summer. We will have to then question whether we want to play Goyf or Wrenn and Six, but I think it's definitely Wrenn and Six. Snapcaster Mage. Snap Spell Snare. Yeah, that's pretty good. Soul Guide Lantern. They've got Jace next turn. Yeah, that's about as good as it gets from my opponent. We can't, obviously we can't play a 2-drop, there's no point because my opponent literally just spell snares it and we die. So yeah, this is going to be a Jace, which, unless we find exactly Bloodbraid Elf. Although I guess we get, opponent is Fate Sealing himself. I guess playing around Lightning Bolt there. So he's put a card on top, so... So we'll play, what do we need to go and get? Let's go and get a Blood Crypt here, I think. Okay, so pillages aren't bad. We could pillage, but I think what we want to do is play Wrenn and Six. We'll use it to clean up that Snapcaster Mage. Then we'll play Tarmogoyf. Pass the turn. So Tarmogoyf is a 5/6, so threatening Jace. I would imagine my opponent put a land on top, or they'll brainstorm into one. And we've got this this Verdant Catacombs as well to potentially threaten the Planeswalkers. Okay. Well, I wouldn't have been surprised to see a brainstorm first there. Yeah, our kind of priority one is killing these Planeswalkers now. We could see a bounce to hand here. But a bounce to hand leaves Jace vulnerable to Raging Ravine. Yeah, sadly I think we're going to have to risk the Raging Ravine here. If my opponent has Lightning Bolt or Path, yeah, I think we have to risk it here. I don't think we cannot, because otherwise we're just going to lose to these Planeswalkers anyway. If my opponent has Path or Lightning Bolt, I think, yeah, the alternatives are so bad. Attack Jace. They might have sided out Bolt. Okay, so we do get there with a Raging Ravine. So that means that we can be pretty confident that my opponent does not have Lightning Bolt or Path, or they have another Jace. Okay, so the question is now, do we try and do the same thing with that, with a oh, now that changes things. So we'll play this. We're going to fetch now, so that when we play when we play Bloodbraid Elf and it potentially shuffles, it potentially puts lands to the bottom. Oh No, we don't want to cast Abrupt Decay. So attack to fairy. There's the path. Okay, so opponent found path. So we'll take a land. Then we'll play the Goyf. And then annoyingly I think we have to do something to get this to fairy down a little bit. Okay, so opponent has shuffled that. He's gotten rid of our... Okay, that's a really good... Well, we know there's Goyf on the top, so he could shuffle the Goyf away, but I think at this point we're happy. We're happy to get the Goyf. Yeah, like we definitely get to... you know, we definitely get to cast it, unlike a Fatal Push or an Abrupt Decay. Okay, attack to fairy. Will we get it down? No, so opponent has lightning bolt. Okay, so we're gonna ping it again, I think, and then we'll attempt to pillage a land. It's cryptic, maybe? No, I wouldn't have thought so. Could be. Force of negation, sure. Okay, so opponent really didn't want to lose a land there. 2 cards in hand for my opponent, up to 3 after Teferi's plus. Question is, I don't know, it depends now what we find off the top of our library. Omnath would be... Okay, Wrenn and Six, probably going to kill our Wrenn and Six, which isn't the worst. Okay, so we're going to try and kill Teferi here. So yeah, we're just going to... Oh, I think I got that slightly wrong. I think I wanted to animate Raging Ravine really, because yeah, that's really bad. I didn't realise that the beginning of... I thought you... Oh, I haven't got a stop on the beginning of combat, that's why. I'll play another Goyf. And then we'll pillage a land. So there you go. I mean, my opponent can get these lands back, obviously, with Wrenn and Six. But yeah, that was my error. It's because I haven't got a stop set here. Oh, it's locked, that's why. Yeah, I wanted to animate Raging Ravine as well. Actually, destroying that land was a poor choice. Oh, it's going to be Omnath. If so, that's not great. Felidar Retreat. Okay. So I think we're going to use our Fatal Push here. And then try and get to Fairy off the field. I got Veil of Summer. Yeah, that's not good. So yeah, Bloodbraid Elf, Maelstrom Pulse would be fine. Liliana's not too bad, so let's... We could Liliana, make my opponent sacrifice a creature, attack with Raging Ravine and that, which would get there. Yeah, I think that's the play. So yeah, we'll make my opponent sacrifice a creature. Another Veil of Summer would be insane, but okay, we'll activate Raging Ravine. We really need my opponent to have more removal spells. So we'll attack Teferi first. I think, yeah, Teferi's drawing them so many cards, and now they've got Liliana. If my opponent has Path or Snap, that's brutal here. Yeah, it's another Path, isn't it? Yeah, that's really bad. And we don't have a land to search for. And an Aethergast. Yeah, fine. Okay, so my opponent had a very nice draw there. And it's now getting to the point where I'm not sure we can come back from this. My opponent's drawing 2 cards a turn. They're going to get to kill our Liliana. Yeah, kills the Liliana. Right, we want Bloodbraid Elf, I suppose. Another Wrenn and Six. Not the best, but not the worst. The opponent's had lots and lots of removal here. Yeah, with these it tends to go this way if we get too deep into the mid game, into the end game. Sorry. So opponent is killing Wrenn and Six, so they do care about Wrenn and Six a little bit. Okay, so yeah, gonna need something big off the top, I guess. Bloodbraid Elf is still I guess we have to make my opponent sacrifice a creature here, otherwise we lose next turn. I mean, I think I'm pretty confident we've lost here, but like something like Wrenn and Six into Bloodbraid Elf into Wrenn and Six. We're taking 8 here. I mean, we are short on time, so leveling the playing field a little bit in that regard is probably good as well. Yeah, we don't just want to give my opponent an easy way out in the last game. +3/+3. Oh right, you can give them +1/+1 counters as well. Didn't realise that. Okay. Yeah, I thought this only made tokens. Okay, so Feldar retreat the new Field of Ruin essentially. Right, so spell bombs are interesting. Yeah, spell bombs potentially interesting with Snapcaster Mage. Pillage wasn't amazing there. We'll cut 1 Pillage for a spell bomb. I guess Pillage on the play. I think we're going to play the 3 Pillage. getting to kill a land on turn 3 would be good. Oh, sadly we see an unkeepable hand. Mulliganing is not what we want, where we want to be. We'll keep this, and we'll bottom a fetch. Play a fetch land and pass. So we're going to play this Goyf. Get Overgrown Tomb. Actually, I think we're going to Inquisition first. Maybe this is wrong, but I don't really want a Wrenn and Six landing next turn. Okay, we'll take the Wrenn and Six, play a land, say go. We'll go and get Stomping Ground. So we've got one of each kind of dual lands. Ghost Course is not bad here. Okay, so they've got a Felidar retreat, which could be really bad actually. Flooded Strand. Okay. We could Ghost Quarter here. No, I think we want to give ourselves the opportunity to path as well. Yeah, I think we're going to Ghost Quarter now. But yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah, yeah. They're going to play Flooded Strand, or it's probably going to be a Jace. Yeah, there's a Jace. If they put it on top, we're in deep trouble. I mean, if they put it on the bottom, we're in... okay. Okay, so we're struggling here. We need something good off the top. Bloodbraid Elf. Seasoned Pyromancer, it's not the best, but I mean, actually against Jace it's not too bad, I suppose. We'd have to lose this Kolaghan's command, but Kolaghan's command was possibly going to get forced anyway. We'll play the land and say go. Yeah, this is kind of slipping away from us again, sadly. Especially if my opponent has a big follow-up. We know they've got a Felidar retreat. Felidar retreat into double thing is going to be really hard to beat, actually, unless we find Maelstrom Pulse very quickly. Is this the Felidar retreat? Looks like it. Yeah, that's pretty good. This is a fetch land. No, it's not a fetch land. So we can kill Jace at least here. Because they can't decay our... they can't force our decay. Kroxa's nice. Actually, Kroxa is nice. That's a way to beat the retreat. Okay, so I'll play Kroxa. Yeah, fortunately my opponent didn't have a fetch land there. So I'll make my opponent discard. Do this before anything else. And then we will decay the token, which can't be forced. And we'll attack everything. Yeah, might as well get in a point of damage on my opponent. Okay, so no land either from my opponent. Ooh, Thoughtseize is actually really nice. Because we can Thoughtseize to protect our Kroxa potentially. Celestial Purge, sure. Okay, so yeah, we'll Thoughtseize here. Might get forced, but that's fine, I think. That is a very good top deck, because I would imagine, given that my opponent used a Celestial Purge on that, I would imagine my opponent has Snapcaster Mage, potentially. Yeah. Oh, I would have flashed in Snapcaster Mage there, because you've got a Path in the bin. And now you lose the... Yeah, very surprised my opponent didn't decide to flash in the Snapcaster Mage there. Because, yeah, now they lose both cards. Whereas if they flashed in the Snapcaster Mage, I couldn't have played Kroxa there. Bloodstained Mire, not the best draw. Don't know what my opponent's found. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's Path to Exile. Yeah, that's annoying, because that's obviously really good. And I think my opponent kind of misplayed, and then we're kind of punished that they rip an answer to Kroxa off the top. Okay, so we're going to play this Liliana. We're going to plus with the counter draw Cryptic as well. Yeah, we're really under the cosh now. We need some of our kind of heavy hitters. Bloodbraid Elf. What's this? Supreme Verdict. Okay. Bloodbraid Elf. Oh, more lands. If we draw these, yeah, these are the kind of the crucial turns we need to be drawing spells, because now my opponent gets to make a token. And we're in a lot of trouble. Really need to find, like, another Kroxa is fine. Bloodbraid Elf, yeah, Bloodbraid Elf's the best draw we could have there. We want to hit something good, really. We will cast Wrenn and Six. Yeah, we're attacking here. I imagine my opponent will block. That's the annoying thing about this Felidar retreat, they can just block forever. So we'll tick up this. Oh, we can get back a Ghost Quarter now, to be fair. Start Ghost Quartering my... no, we do not want to start Ghost Quartering my opponent's lands. Because that gives them lands that enter the battlefield for Felidar Retreat. Oh, Teferi. Yeah, we're in deep trouble. Because I can make more beasts. We just need to find more Bloodbraid Elves and... Liliana. Not too bad here. Okay, so I think we're going to tick up here. Okay, Veil of Summer. Okay, we get Cryptic Command out of my opponent's hand. Yeah, something like a Bloodbraid Elf is still a very good card for us to draw. This Teferi's being very annoying. Oh, Wrenn and Six, that's awful. That's really bad. Because now my opponent gets 2 creatures a turn and we just lose. Yeah, I think we've lost this one now, sadly. Yeah. We were close. Bloodbraid Elf still a potential. Pillage can't destroy enchantments, unfortunately. Yeah, this is the trouble with Pillage. We're kind of... Oh, opponent found another Veil. How many of those are they running? Yeah, I mean we just lose now. Sadly. Bit rubbish, but that's how it goes. It was those crucial turns in the middle of the game where, you know, we just didn't find the action we needed. You know, my opponent had kind of tapped out for Supreme Verdict, and if we could have landed a Bloodbraid there, or I suppose we've got something like Bloodbraid into Bolt or Bolt. Oh, we decided out all the bolts. Yeah. Like Bloodbraid into Maelstrom Pulse to clear away all these beasts, or... Yeah. We're just going to get got here, I think, sadly. Getting hit for 12, are we? Or is killing all of our walkers. Okay, that's pretty good. Ashiok as well. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Yeah, this is unfortunate here. Yeah, we find Thoughtseize and it's game over. Okay, that was a shame. I think we played well. That Felidar Retreat is just really good. You can still do this afterwards, apparently. Yeah, the Felidar Retreat got us good there. Really annoying to lose that one. I think we were close to winning. But see you again for round number 4. Round number 5. Gonna have to go for the 3 and 2. Okay, final round. We are on the draw. I think we're gonna keep this and hope we're against a creature deck of some description. I think. We don't want to see Tron on the other side of the field. Something like, you know, Infect. Humans. Do people still play humans? Okay, so this is Hardened Scales. So we've got some good stuff against Hardened Scales. We've got 2 copies of Kolaghan's Command. Ancient Stirring. So looks like they're looking for a land. Okay, welding jar. Bit annoying, but that's an ink moth nexus as well, and an animation module. Okay, and they've got a ballista. So Terminate's good because things can't be regenerated under Terminate. So yeah, we'll go ahead and Thoughtseize first. Crystalline Giant. Let's just take the stirrings here. I think we're more afraid of what my opponent could possibly find off the top. Yeah, that lesser known piece of text on Terminate can't be regenerated. Gonna potentially come in key here. Moth Nexus. 3 mana. That's Crystalline Giant. Yeah, I don't think we want to lose any more life than we have to. Let's see what my opponent does. Is this at the beginning of combat? Okay, so we don't want that to go to combat really. Hardened Scales. Yeah, let's just go ahead and terminate this. Hopefully my opponent won't know about the extra text on. Looks like they do. Okay, ballista. Okay, so we're going to try and push this. Ooh. Mid-sentence. We could. I think we're going to fatal push it or attempt to. And if my opponent sacks this, that's fine. Okay, so they have done that. So now we'll just play. Oh, actually, Kolaghan's command is even better here, isn't it? Because we can destroy the animation module. Or we could get my opponent to discard a card. No, I think we're going to destroy that animation module. Because this is a way to yeah, we sometimes we struggle to deal with all of the tokens that the animation module makes. So yeah, double Kolaghan's command is good. We are not pressuring at all is the trouble. That's another Hardened Scales. Okay. Yeah, Wrenn and Six is a good one. So I think we'll just shot this in. Play Wrenn and Six. Making sure we've got enough for Kolaghan's command as well. See what my opponent does. Four mana. There's another ballista. Oh, Hangerback Walker. Sure. That's very annoying. Do we kill it? Yeah, we need to kill this now. Destroy target artifact. Deal 2 damage. It's a good draw from my opponent. It's going to be hard for us to grind through all of these tokens. They get 4 tokens. So Wrenn and Six can do a job of killing one of them at a time. Okay, Raging Ravine. I think we're going to start eating through these tokens though. Play Raging Ravine. Make my opponent sacrifice a creature. Yeah, just looking to clear as many much stuff as possible from my opponent now. We don't want to yield because we're going to want to crack this peatland. Yeah, opponent gets to kill our stuff here. Okay, we just find another land. So yeah, we're going to need something good here. Oh, double land. Really not what we're after. I'm pretty sure we're losing this race. Yeah, we're actually dead in 2 turns. Fewer if my opponent finds something good. Play a land and pass. Because yeah, this is attacking for 5, 6. Okay, so do we want to... Okay, another Nexus. So yeah, I think we're going to fetch here. No real reason not to. We're going to need to find something that kills a creature anyway. That does kill a creature, but not the creature we need to kill, sadly. So yeah, because we can't kill this because it's got 3+1/+1 counters on it. So we lose, sadly. Okay, well, the opponent's deck grinded very well there. You know, we went through a lot of removal. You know, we kept a hand that was good against that kind of thing, but trying to trade 1-for-1 against that Hangerback Walker was pretty rough. So we want all these pillages, we want the Plague Engineer, want the Ghost Quarter, yeah, we want Kalitas. Now what don't we want? So Liliana's quite ineffective. Maelstrom Pulse is great. Thoughtseize, taking Hardened Scales is pretty good. Yeah. Seasoned Pyromancer might be a bit slow. Got one Seasoned Pyromancer, one Thoughtseize, go with that. Yeah, so Kalitas turns off the modular shenanigans or any death triggers because we get to make a zombie instead. Pillage obviously kills artifacts. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, the classic case there, we didn't have any pressure. Yeah, eventually Raging Ravine coming into it, but yeah, by then it was too late. Okay, we'll be on the play. Yeah, I think we'll keep this. It's got Thoughtseize, it's got 2 Thoughtseize, it's got a bolt. Just need to find a land and we're in business. Looking to take Hardened Scales or Ravagers or... Okay, so unfortunately we have to take Veil of Summer. No, let's just take one of these and then we'll try it, because then it stops my opponent playing Ancient Stirrings anyway. Let's take the Hangerback Walker. And if my opponent Ancient Stirrings, we'll play another discard spell. Okay, they haven't, so we won't. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I don't really want my opponent drawing more cards. Oh, animation module is pretty good. Yeah, now that we found that extra discard spell. No, I think we're just going to wait here. If my opponent misses a land drop next turn, they'll probably want to cast Ancient Stirrings, or I guess they could look for another green land. There's the Ancient Stirrings. They find Llanowar Reborn, which does enter tapped. Okay, so that's good. Now we can just double discard. Do we want to bolt the token? Yeah, I think we're okay to bolt the token here. Just try and keep the board as clear as we can. Do you need to find green mana at some point? Okay, so yeah, we're just going to keep taking the actual stuff that makes creatures. I need to find some Kolaghan's commands and, well, green mana. Oh, come on. We're yeah, we're just it's going to get got by not ever drawing any green mana here, potentially. And then, yeah, opponent finding Walking Ballista, which is pretty good. So we really need to find green mana. We do find it. Okay, so we could... So we could kill a creature. We could kill Ballista. I think we've got to kill the Ballista. My opponent can make a... Or do we just go for Bloodbraids? I think we're going to just kill the Ballista. If my opponent decides to kill Wrenn and Six, I think that's fine. But yeah, the ability of this to just machine gun us at the end, and then after that we can start dropping Bloodbraids. I think that's okay there. I'm not entirely sure. They get to make more tokens. So they're going to kill Wrenn and Six. We know my opponent's hand, I think. I think it's another animation module. A Veil of Summer. Maybe it's not animation module. So imagine we'll see killing Wrenn and Six here. I guess Veil of Summer. Are they, oh, these don't have flying. Yeah, there's the animation module. Okay, so we find a swamp. Let's go Bloodbraid. Uses our mana efficiently. We can block these as well. What do we find? Obviously, Kolaghan's command is... Oh yeah, that's pretty good. We'll pillage. Think it's probably the Kozilek. because they can. Yeah, we can just never kind of get around that. So we're not blocking, we're not attacking even. So now our opponent's got Veil of Summer. Yeah, maybe we should just kill one of these, but yeah, I don't know. I think we're running out of time on these. Opponent has just found lands. They are attacking, which I think is good. So what does this do? Choose a counter, give it another counter. They can do that once. 3, 1, 2, 3. They can do that twice. Maybe we should have made them do it twice so that they have to tap their Ink Moth Nexus, but I don't think so. Bit surprised they didn't use Phyrex's Core there. Play this Raging Ravine. Yeah, it's Bloodbraid Elfing. Yeah, we'll go for a Terminate. Like, we know it's going to get countered, but or get Veil of Summered. Yeah. How much do we just want to attack here? So we attack for 6. Our opponent can make some more stuff. Yeah, we're going to attack this time. I think that might be okay. Oh, I didn't realise that this... Can this move them all onto that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, these... I probably should have been Thoughtseizing these. They're so good. So hard to beat animation module from this deck. So they're blocking both of our Bloodbraid Elves. Yeah, so Maelstrom Pulse is really our only way of doing stuff here. Yeah, I think we're going to take the loss here again, sadly. But that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, especially drawing lands. Goyf can block, but I mean, I don't think we're in with a chance now, sadly. Probably play this Stomping Ground just so that we can potentially have a double block next turn, but yeah, these animation modules are just too hard to beat, especially 2 of them. Maybe we should have killed one of these instead of the Kozilek. Yeah, possibly. We hit Pillage. Because 2 of them just means they can do this. You know, they can, every turn they get a counter and a token. Yeah, not sure anything gets us out of this. Please do let me know if you spotted anything that I could have done differently here. Are we just dead? Not far off. I can't remember if I ever had a chance to Inquisition or Thoughtseize these animation modules. Maybe I did. Maybe I should have done. Kalitas would do. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, that was a rather interesting noise. But Yeah, so Plague Engineer, actually not too bad here. Although, I think my opponent can probably get round it. I think they can put a counter on this, which makes them able to put some more counters on stuff. They can probably keep 1 or 2 alive. Yeah, I think they can keep 2 alive as 2/2s. Okay, so we get to kill a lot of servos here. So it stops my opponent making more servos as well, although, oh no, my Plague Engineer can block profitably. Okay, so yeah. I mean, my opponent does have 3 Inkmoth Nexus as well. Oh, can these double counters on it now? Yeah, okay, we're just dead, right? I forgot about those. Oh, it's close. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay, well, not the result we wanted, but a fun league nonetheless. Hope everyone enjoyed that. I think we got a touch unlucky in certain matches, especially that 4-colour control one. So yeah, right, we take the 2-3. Do let me know if there's anything you would have done differently. But for now, we'll see you again next time. Cheers.